A spectacular test flight for SpaceX ends in an explosion. Why Mission Control is still counting this launch as a success. Plus, some young minds are embracing the outdoors, how these students are taking charge of building a greener future for the next generation. You're watching The Rundown. Hello, everyone. I'm Robin Winston. Former L.A. Mayor Richard Riordan has died. He was mayor of L.A. for 8 years, beginning in 1993. Known as a moderate, pro-choice Republican, one of his first orders of business as mayor was to help the city rebound from the 1992 riots. He also expanded the L.A. Police Department and led the recovery after the Northridge earthquake. He always introduced himself as Dick Riordan and could often be found at The Pantry, his restaurant in downtown L.A. Family members say he passed away Wednesday night with his wife Elizabeth at his side. He was 92 years old. L.A. Mayor Karen Bass released a statement that reads in part, Mayor Richard Riordan loved Los Angeles and devoted so much of himself to bettering our city. Mayor Riordan's legacy includes our city's iconic Central Library, which he saved and rebuilt and which today carries his name. She extended her condolences to all who loved and looked up to him. The man accused of running down students near Westlake High School is set to appear in court for the first time. His arraignment comes as we learn new details about his crime spree before the deadly crash. Police say 24-year-old Austin Ice went into a Simi Valley Walmart Tuesday afternoon, pepper sprayed an employee and assaulted the worker with a knife. He then attacked 3 other workers at the store. From there, police say he went to a family member's home in Camarillo and threatened them. About 20 minutes later, he drove his car into a group of students standing outside Westlake High School, killing a 15-year-old boy. Investigators say Ice is a former student at the school. They believe he hit the students intentionally. Meanwhile, a vigil was held for 15-year-old Wesley Welling to help his friends and classmates cope with his tragic death. Wesley is being remembered as a bright, energetic, and positive kid. His sister was with him when he was killed, although she wasn't hit during the collision. Even more heartbreaking, the 15-year-old died on his mom's birthday.
I'm finding out how many more people loved him than I even knew about from this whole thing. I don't know how we're going to do without him.
The 3 teenagers who were injured in the crash are still recovering at the hospital. Turns out the second time was the charm for SpaceX. The Hawthorne-based company tested its next generation rocket, Starship. It was a spectacular blast-off from Boca Chica Beach in South Texas. The Starship, powered by 33 first-stage engines, kept climbing for about 3 minutes. And then something went wrong. The upper stage was supposed to separate from the first stage, but that never happened. The rocket began to spin out of control, and then we saw this.
The entire Starship stack continuing to rotate. We should have had separation by now. Obviously, this does not appear to be a nominal situation.
So that pretty much translates into something went wrong, right? The Starship exploded, plummeted into the Gulf of Mexico. SpaceX had hoped it would make low Earth orbit, circle the globe, and then crash near Hawaii. But still, this test is considered a big success. SpaceX plans to one day use Starship to send people and cargo to the moon and eventually Mars. From outer space to back here on Earth, it's time to break out the tank tops and flip-flops because we are heating up across Southern California. Here's meteorologist Belen De Leon to tell us just how long this warming trend will stick around.
We're skipping past spring. We're going straight to summer. Temperatures are heating up as we head into the weekend. Look at the trend in Riverside. We have mid-80s on Thursday, and we're hitting 90s on Friday. Still pretty warm on Saturday. The temperature's just a few degrees cooler, and it'll feel more comfortable as we head into Sunday and next week when the temperatures come down to the low 80s and 70s. So it's pretty odd that we're talking about taking heat precautions, but around this time of year, our bodies are not acclimated to this warm weather just yet. So stay cool and stay hydrated. Here's another thing to watch out for. Through Saturday, we're going to have some gusty winds in the mountain areas, the I-5 corridor. That's where the gusts could potentially get up to 60 miles per hour. That's going to cause some hazardous driving conditions, some debris on the road, and even some downed trees. So please be safe, everyone, and stay cool.
A thief stole a housekeeper's car, and then police say he used it in a bank robbery. This happened Monday in Agoura Hills. A security camera from the home where the housekeeper was working shows the car parked right there on the street. Minutes later, it's gone. Detectives believe this is the man who stole her car and then robbed a Citibank on Canaan Road later that morning.
Feel my hair like this. I was in shock. You know, my whole car is Dodge Neon 2002.
She couldn't believe someone would take her 21-year-old car. Detectives found it not far from the bank, but Myra says it's destroyed and everything she had in it was stolen. The family she works for created a GoFundMe to help her out. The CDC is recommending another COVID booster shot for older adults and people with weakened immune systems. People 65 and older can get a second dose of the updated Pfizer or Moderna booster at least 4 months after their last dose. And people who are immunocompromised can actually get it 2 months after their last shot. Immunizations can begin immediately. A group of middle schoolers is taking climate change into their own hands. They've created and built a green space at their school, all on their own, from the ground up. NBC4's Jonathan Gonzalez spoke with them about the project and how they hope it'll be a small step toward preserving their future.
Climate change, it's affecting everyone. No matter if you believe in it or not, it affects everyone.
When it comes to climate change, these San Fernando Valley middle schoolers aren't waiting for the green light to live a greener life.
We are doing this project for sustainability and gardening to help the environment and our community and school just be better for the world, I guess.
Here at Hesby Oaks Leadership Charter School in Encino,
We pride ourselves on leadership, cultivating knowledge and empathy.
these 7th and 8th graders are leading the way. This summer, their LAUSD school will break ground on their groundbreaking idea to create a new outdoor classroom fitted with edible gardens, green space, and the chance to learn about the valley's native environment.
If they know about the native habitat now, they'll be able to, in the future, develop their own gardens that will have native plants, native animals, and restore spaces that probably weren't native habitats before.
8th grader Sean Starsky helped create the plan, which required securing $100,000 in bond funding through LAUSD's Sustainable Environment Enhanced Development for Schools program, or SEEDS.
I applied for it. I was the first student to ever do it. I was 12 years old, wasn't even a teen yet, and I was like, I wanted to make a change.
His classmates Datev, Roxy, and Alex also wanted to be part of that change.
We're going to be making sure that we add lots of vegetables, plants, herbs.
Earth can be deteriorating just as we're speaking right now. And so younger kids need to learn about it so that we can help fix this problem.
It's really important to get back on track to help future generations.
While their school already has multiple plant and herb gardens around, this new one will be their biggest green space by far. And even though it won't be finished until this summer, these 4 have some advice on how to stay sustainable in our everyday lives.
Think more green and start maybe a green club around with our neighbors, friends, social workers, stuff like that, so that we can plant more areas and plant more trees.
Reusable lunch, that's a big thing. A lot of times we see plastic bags, chip wrappers all over the floor. They can just be substituted for reusable bags. They're a little bit more expensive, but they'll last a lifetime.
You can always think before you throw away. I always are throwing away old milk cartons and plastic water bottles and paper plates, when I really should be thinking about what else I can use them for.
I started recycling, and I also began spreading news about what others can do in order to help our environment.
In Encino, Jonathan Gonzalez, NBC4 News.
It appears Las Vegas might be getting another sports team. The Oakland A's announced late Wednesday that it signed an agreement to buy land for a ballpark there. Yeah, Bay Area fans are not happy about this. The A's have been in Oakland since 1968. The team had been looking for a place to build a new stadium in Oakland or nearby, but that did not work out. Their exit would leave the city without any professional sports teams. Just a few years ago, Oakland had 3. But then the Warriors moved to San Francisco and the Raiders left for Las Vegas. Inflation, housing, and homelessness, those are 3 of the big reasons why people living in LA County say their quality of life could be better. Every year, UCLA takes the pulse of the city. 94% of those surveyed say they've been impacted by the rising cost of basic needs. 82% say the price of housing is an issue. 28% are worried about losing their homes. And a quarter of the people in this survey are afraid because they cannot afford food. And when it comes to homelessness, 73% say their quality of life has been impacted by an encampment, especially in the Valley and West LA. You can see the full results of the survey on our website, NBCLA.com. We want to thank everyone who came out to our free coffee event with NBC4 and Telemundo 52. We enjoyed meeting everyone at Horchateria Real Luna in Paramount. Take a look.
Hi everyone, it's your friends from the morning show, Today in LA and Telemundo 52, and we have had such a fun time this morning at our free coffee event. Maybe some have had more coffee than others? Yes, all of us. But it's been such a great turnout. Look at all of the people that are here. We love you guys. And of course, I mean, part of the reason they're here is because of the amazing coffee. So this is David Vasquez, the owner of Horchateria Rio. And tell us more about this amazing business.
I mean, what can I say? Look at the community. That's why we're still here. All the support, we appreciate it. And what we do is for the community to just share some of our recipes, some of our likings. A lot of the stuff on the menu is things that my wife and I like. And I love mazapan, I love sweets. So we like to incorporate those kinds of flavors and share with the community.
Yeah, so again, we're here in Paramount. Come and visit Horchateria Rio Luna. You cannot miss it. Amazing food, amazing drinks. And we've loved being here with Telemundo 52. Sandra, it's been a pleasure.
Amazing churros too. Woo! En conchas, we're very happy. Estamos muy orgullosos de estar aquí. Así que muchísimas gracias. Thank you everyone that's here. And of course, it's a pleasure. Are we ready to do it again?
Yes! We'll see you next time at our free coffee event. Bye, guys.
Fun, fun, fun. I can't wait until the next one. I hope to see you there. You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune into Today in LA on NBC4, weekdays 4 to 7 a.m. I'll be helping you get around with traffic reports throughout the morning. I'll see you next time on The Rundown.